Our next performer is Yoleni Canton. Yoleni is a high school senior at Seneca Valley High School. She will be attending Coastal Carolina University in the fall as a marine science major. Her favorite animal is a whale shark. She loves to play piano, guitar, ukulele, and sing. She'd like to give a shout out to her family and boyfriend for helping her out and being there for her. She'd also like to thank all of the teachers here supporting her, especially Miss Awano, for making her aware of this great opportunity to perform in This Is My Brave. Yoleni has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and generalized anxiety disorder. She is reading her essay entitled Comfort.
Comfort. I found comfort in the blood from the cuts I carved into my skin. When you get a paper cut, it stings and burns. You say, darn it, ouch. You'll forgive yourself because it was an accident. But cutting yourself on purpose, you won't forgive yourself. At least not then. It'll take years. I'm not at years yet. I'm only at 1. I found comfort in the voices in my head. I used to rather hear what they had to say than listen to others' bone-rattling words, or worse, my own thoughts. I wrote a poem about the voices once. In one line, I wrote that I couldn't wait for the person that made them listen. I found comfort in the many mental hospital visits I had. The staff listened to me when I talked. I had the breathing of a roommate to listen to instead of my legs shaking on the bed or tapping against the wall or the voices in my head. I found comfort in the way I pulled out my hair. I could hear the moment when the hair was finally out of my head. I kept this a secret just like I kept my mental illness a secret. When I finally had the nerve to tell someone, I said, "Did you know there's a name for when someone pulls out their hair?" They responded sarcastically, "Yeah, it's called not doing it." I found comfort in the fake attention I got from people. I searched for so long for someone who would listen, someone who cared about what I had to say, but I could never find them. I found comfort in the secrets, the secret of my mental illness, because then I could pretend it wasn't real, that maybe I was making it up. Sometimes I still think I'm making it up. Sometimes I think I play into my diagnosis, that I fake being super hyper or super sad only because that's what fulfills a bipolar type 2 diagnosis. I found comfort in the shaking of my hand or legs due to my anxiety and panic attacks. I would wake up into a panic attack. I still do. I'd say it happens more now than it did then. I would shake and shake, but at the same time I could not move. I couldn't ask for help, and no one that I could text or call was awake. I now find comfort in the scars I have. I know it seems weird, but it shows me that I survived something. I read a quote once that said, "You got through everything you didn't think you were strong enough for." And it's true. But there are many days where I can't stand my scars, or put on a short sleeve shirt in the morning and then decide to change into long sleeves because looking at them brings all the memories back. I now find comfort in my own thoughts. They aren't always positive, but I don't plan out 3 different scenarios of how I could kill myself. I think simple things, like what I'm going to eat, because I eat more often now, how I'm going to respond to a text message, and if my room is clean. People take silence for granted, because when you hear voices, others may hear nothing, but you hear everything. And also, I found someone that makes them listen. The voices officially stopped March 30th, 2016. I now find comfort in my room. It's not as scary as it used to be. I have a giant teddy bear to cuddle with, courtesy of my boyfriend, and positive quotes on the wall that I can read when I think I can't get through whatever I'm going through. I now find comfort in the fact that I notice when I pull out my hair and can stop myself by playing with one of my many fidget toys, also courtesy of my boyfriend and mom. I don't keep my mental illness a secret anymore. In fact, I embrace it. Did you know Beethoven suffered from bipolar disorder? I used to want to be like Beethoven, but I don't think I meant like this. I now find comfort in the real attention I get from others. I have parents that try to help me out and force me to go to school on my bad days. I know I seem not appreciate this, but Mom, Dad, I truly do. Because sometimes going to school will turn those bad days into good ones. I have a loving boyfriend that is always there when I need him, and parents who try as hard as possible to support me. I now find comfort in expressing myself, in the words I not only write, but share. I mean, if I didn't share my work, I wouldn't be here today. I now find comfort in the many fidget toys I have. They keep me calm. They remind me of those who gave the toys to me, and how I have support. Now when I wake up from a nightmare or wake up into a panic attack, I have someone to call or text, even when he's sleeping. Thanks, Tyler. When I'm at my low points, I remember I'm not going through this alone, and neither are you. Not just because of family and friends, but because there are others out there with the same diagnosis. And although they experience it differently, I know they went through things they never thought they'd get through, just like I did.